A good night of Shabbos, Young Israel. I hope all are well and stay so. Mazel tov to Ricky and Laura Frankel upon the birth of grandson Zev Gavriel, born to Danielle and Jonathan Danoff. May Ricky and Laura enjoy their beautiful new addition and the rest of their growing mishpacha in good health. Mazel tov to Yerucham and Eileen Hertzfeld upon the engagement of the son Jonathan to Alex Grossman. Look forward to Bin Yanad, L'Shem L'Sefaris, and much Nachas to Kedusha from Jonathan and Alex's home. Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. The story is told of Reb Eliezer Gordon, the late Telzer Rosh Yeshiva, who approached in the early 20th century a wealthy industrialist seeking yet another donation during difficult times. The gentleman was a little taken aback. Rebbe, I give so much. You tell me, my hard-earned money, I have to keep on giving it to your yeshiva? So Eliezer Gordon answered, let me ask you a question. In describing the mitzvah of Meiser Behema at the end of Parshas B'chukosai, where the Chumash commands that V'chal masar ba'kar v'tzon kol asher yavar tachas hashavet ha'asiriya kadesh l'Hashem, that the 10th of every kosher animal that's born, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, kol asher yavar tachas hashavet, each one passes under the staff, under the stick, and number 10 is stamped with a die and is declared to be Meiser Behema, the 10th animal, and brought as a carbon to Yerushalayim. So let's go and ask, I understand. Why don't we just go ahead and be much more efficient and take an estimate count? You have 100 sheep, pull out 10 of them, and you have your 10% of Meiser Behema. Why does the Chumash say, Shayavar Tachas HaShavet, where each animal is counted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You stamp next, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Why is it necessary to take each one, to pass them through a narrow gate, as the Mishnayos describe, and to pull out that 10th, as opposed to taking a count at the beginning and coming up with 10%? So Blaise Gordon says, I'll tell you why. A person thinks that he does so much, it's all his. He's worked so hard to earn his income. The Chumash teaches differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all from me, says God. Number 1, you get to keep. Number 8, you get to keep. Number 9, you get to keep. Number 10, I'm asking you to give back to me as a carbon. 11, you get to keep. 13, 14, 17, 19. Number 20, again, I'll ask you to bring us a carbon. The exercise of Meiser Behema reminds us, as taught in Pirkei Avos, that Tain lo mishal lo, give back to God from that belongs to Him anyhow. Sha'atov v'shalcha shelo, that's you and everything you've earned, everything you have, all of your brachos are really from Hashem. So occasionally Hashem asks to give a little bit back. Don't be so resentful. It's all from Him anyhow. Then 9 out of 10 you get to keep. And number 10, I ask you to give them. Number 18, 19, you get to keep. Number 20, you give to Him. Needless to say, the industrialist wrote quite a nice check to Eliezer Gordon, and the yeshiva lived happily ever after. The Chumash describes Yaakov Avinu, Katonti mikol hachasodim mikol ha'emes. Yaakov Avinu expresses the way that many learn his appreciation to God. Katonti, I've been humbled by all of the kindness, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that you have performed, that you have sent my direction. The Medrash learns it a little bit differently. Katonti mikol hachasodim, I've become diminished. I've spent so much of my money, my assets, my resources on all of the chesed. I have much less than I should have. It explains, however, the Sefer Elef HaMagen, authored by Reb Eliezer Papa, the author of his more famous Sefer Pele Yoetz, explains the Elef HaMagen. Look though at the continuation. Katonti mikol hachasodim mikol emes. I've been diminished. I've used up all my money on chesed, on helping other people. But you know what? Asher asisa es avdecha. It all came from you anyhow. So whatever I have, I'm grateful. It's all from you, Hashem says. You also want me to do mitzvahs. You want me to give tzedakah. That's okay. I'm giving back. That's yours anyhow. It all came from you. We all have so many brachos. Focus on the brachos that we hold on to, that we do have, not to dwell on sometimes that we don't, or that has to be given away. Hakadosh Baruch Hu gives us so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, katonti mikol chasodim mikol ha'emes. But we're reminded that it's all asher osisas avdecha. It all comes Ribbon Shalom. May all of us continue to experience His manifold brachos for happy and healthy years to come. Have a very good Shabbos.